Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Stardew Valley, shall we? Continuing our complete beginner's guide. It's day 4 of spring, and let's get started. First of all, I'm just going to check the weather for tomorrow. And it says that it's going to rain tomorrow, which is good. I also want to see Living Off the Land, and it says this one's for you folks living in Stardew Valley. Check for spring onions southwest of town where the river meets the ocean. You can sometimes find a whole bunch growing right out of the dirt. And indeed, we already did that yesterday. Now, they do repopulate. It takes a bit of time, but look, you can see, here we go. So let's go ahead and get our watering can out. Our parsnips on the first patch are actually almost ready. Remember, you can just walk right across your crops so you don't damage them, and I like to just kind of systematically move like a typewriter to ensure that I don't miss watering. If you do not water a plant for one day, it's not the end of the world. It won't die, but it won't ripen in time. It kind of sets it back. I think it's just by one day. And so, like, for example, if you forget to water something, but you water everything else, you'll see that one of your crops is behind on its development. Like you see all of the crops on this left patch. Oh, out of water. All of the crops on the left patch were planted the day after, so they're only, on an earlier stage of development than everything we planted on the first day. And this one looks different because it was a wild seed. So we don't know what we're going to get. We're going to find out. All right, so that's all of our watering. So what do we want to do? Well, we have a delivery quest to try to get some seaweed for Willie, okay? We also need to cultivate and harvest a parsnip, which we're doing. And we have 4 people left to greet in town. Okay, so we can go about trying to find all of the people that we've missed, and let's just do that first of all. Now, it's a bit early to try to find everybody, but we haven't been in the saloon yet, for example. Hiding over here. Oh, got a dandelion. Fantastic. You know what I should do? Before I go into town, let me put away all these items that I have. So in our chest, if I just open it and I go all the way to the right to this add to existing stacks, you'll see that everything that I already have a stack of it in my chest, so it just automatically dumps in there, and it will save me time not having to individually manage each item going back to the chest. And now we can run over into town. Our energy is low because we've been watering, but that's okay. Alright, so the Stardrop Saloon is a place that I want to check out, but you'll see that it doesn't open until later. It actually stays open very late as well. Appropriate for a saloon, so we can come back here to check it out. And in the meantime, why don't we just go down and work on a bit of fishing. Here's some foraging we can do. Got a mussel. And let's go talk to Willie at his shop. And so what you can do, this is actually a good example. Trout soup is a food, and some food just restores energy and health, actually most food, but there are a few food items in this game, recipes that you can learn that give you a benefit to your skills. So trout soup gives you +1 to fishing, so it makes you better at fishing. Now this is useful if you're trying to catch a really difficult fish, but too expensive to mess around with early. Now we already have the bamboo pole, okay? And, we don't need the training rod necessarily or the bamboo pole because we already have it. The fish tank is something that you can put inside your house to decorate and put fish that you catch in there on display. You can also get a bigger bed, but look how expensive that is. Now, he will buy this mussel from us for 30 gold. So let's sell it. All right. And that's it. Good to go. I thought he sold bait, but I guess not. All right. So let's go ahead and select our fishing rod and cast off. Now, when you're choosing to cast, just holding the X button down to cast there, looking for a bite, if you see bubbles, that is an indication of a good fishing spot. You'll be more likely to catch fish, rare items at the bubbles. Oops, I pushed it too fast. I heard the noise. I was so eager to get that seaweed. Let's wait. Be patient. Listen to the seagulls. All right. Okay, well, this is an actual fish. And it's a sardine, which we've already caught. There is an argument, perhaps, maybe if you buy the training rod, it's even worse than the bamboo pole. So you would have, because it's a worse rod, there it is, you would have a greater likelihood of catching the seaweed. I'm not sure about the statistics on that, but we caught it. And let's just go talk to Willie. Now, right now, he says, "Ahoy there. It's nice to see young folk moving in the valley. It's not very common these days. But if you want to complete a quest, what you need to do is select the seaweed and then talk to him, and you give it to him, and you get that music. It says, that you've completed the quest, and he says, "Hey, is that the seaweed I requested? It looks perfect. Let's see. Here's what I owe you." All right, and now he doesn't actually give it to you in that dialogue. You have to push options to go to the journal. You could select this and purchase. Here you go. Great. Okay. So now you'll see that if I go into relationships, Willie, we haven't earned, any hearts with Willie yet, but we did talk to him today, and maybe the relationship is on the way up. Definitely helped by doing that quest, and we got a little money. And by the time we get over to the Stardrop Saloon, it should be open for business. So this will allow us. There's Elliot coming out of his house. There's Mayor Lewis working on his box garden, indubitably. And it's almost time. 10 more minutes. I'd look through the trash really quickly. I risked it. And now we can go in. And you'll see that even though we can go in, not much going on here. But here comes Gus out of his room to open up the bar. Now, while he's going there, let's just take a look over here. There is an arcade, and you can play these arcade games if you want to mess around. There is some achievements you get for getting high scores in them. They're kind of fun. And let's go ahead and talk to Gus, and you can buy this food to eat. But you can also buy these recipes, which are really good because you'll learn how to make them in your kitchen if you have the right ingredients. So these are very, very nice to save up for and purchase. But right now, I think all of your money is best spent investing in your farm. But if we go behind the bar, we can talk to Gus, and he says, "Well, hello there, I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Stardrop Saloon." And he's quite the gourmand. He loves cooking things around town for all of the festivals. So now that's another person that we have talked to. Now, we didn't go into George's house yet. Oh, no, that's Abigail. We talked to her. And let's go ahead and go inside. And, yep, there's Evelyn, and here's George. "Humph, it's irritating to have to meet all these new people, huh?" And he's kind of a curmudgeon, but he's nice when you get to know him. "Name's George, by the way. Now buzz off." All right? So you can see now, we are only 2 people away from meeting everyone in town. Alex, we've already met. But good to talk to him anyway. The air's starting to warm up. I'm feeling pumped. He's a football player, so he's excited about playing football. Now watch this. I'm going to give Evelyn this flower. "Oh my, it looks wonderful. That's very kind of you." Okay? And she says, "I'll be baking cookie today. I make flower shapes in the spring." Now, Let's go to relationships, and you can see that we did give. Now it reflects we've given Evelyn a gift, okay, and we've talked to her today. Now, if I select Evelyn, you can see in the social panel that it shows the gift that I gave her, and it says she liked it. She didn't love it. It's not her favorite, but she didn't hate it, okay? And you can go through her entire gift log to see the different types of items and how she feels about them. It also shows her birthday on the 20th of winter and your relationship level on the left. Okay. Awesome. Oh, let's gather this. So don't stress out about not meeting everyone, okay? The first time. We're doing pretty well. We need to find Shane. Shane is easier to find at the saloon at night. That's one more person for us. And we'll keep putzing around, trying to make sure that we talk to everyone. There might have been a child that we missed. I'm not exactly sure, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and do some work around the farm. I'm going to start clearing out space, gathering rocks. Clear out some trees. This is just good for collecting resources. Oh, and now, yep, you see we got some maple seeds because our foraging leveled up. So this means that we can get seeds to plant trees if we want. Now, the tree types actually do matter. Okay, so we're getting like the wood type is the same for whatever, but later you'll be able to harvest from the trees themselves, like sap and stuff. And so what you get there depends on what kind of a tree it is. You can tell that by the leaves. So these are maples, for example. I'm just going to get rid of this. And then my energy is getting low, so I'm going to walk over here. Okay. And I'm going to put all these in. And then maybe we want to eat something to get some energy back, right? So we can eat dandelion. By the way, this is a nice tip. If you are on something and you just push the X button instead of the A button, you can take one at a time from a stack. So I'm not going to take all of my dandelions, okay? I can take a couple of them to get some energy, and then I have all of these spring onion, so I can take these two and eat them. So we can say, hey, give me this. Oop. Make sure you don't try to eat it next to your chest, because he'll want to put it in there. Go ahead and eat all these. Tremendous. Okay. Now, I am going to go back into town. We're all watered. We can clear more. We could go fishing. Those are all things we could do. We could explore for foraging. But I think what I'd like to do here is just check around some of the places to see if I can find... yeah, there's Haley. No, nobody's playing here. See if we can find the rest of the people. Shane will get off of work at the Joja Mart and will come. There's Maru. We've already talked to her. I plan on spending a lot of time with telescopes this summer. Good idea. There's Pam. There's Alex. And, you know, it never hurts to just talk to people because it does boost your relationship with them. I had one too many caramel porters at the saloon last night. Go away. Pam's a little hungover. She enjoys libations. All right. Let's go down here, around, and we can talk to Penny. We're very lucky to have a library in such a small town. Indeed. Oh, I think we haven't talked to Sam yet. Hey, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. We haven't. So look at that, actually. We're one away. Looking good. So it wasn't a child. Sam is younger, but he's not a kid. All right, and there's Shane right there. Shane, let me talk to you, dude. He says, "What do you want? Leave me alone." Ouch. That didn't go well. Maybe it did count when we talked to him at the mart. So we're gonna maybe we did miss a kid. Let's look around. So here's Shane. He's settling in, and once he gets seated, he doesn't want to talk anymore. Emily, Pam, we've already talked. Okay, so then let's figure out who else we need to chat with. Let's look at the map. All right, so oh, you know what? We can actually. This is how you can reverse engineer this. So we can see who's the question mark. Like, who do we not know? Okay. Oh, well, it's telling me, yeah, we haven't talked to the wizard yet, but it is telling we didn't talk to Abigail yet, which I thought we did. But let's go do that. I don't think the wizard counts in the introductions. So Abigail lives here, but I don't know if she's going to be hanging out at her house. Yeah, darn. So Abigail likes to play video games, so she's just hanging out in her room. So we'll have to wait till tomorrow to come talk to her, but we can talk to Caroline, and we could talk to Pierre off the record. And move out. She might come out of her room, but we should have taken advantage of the time when we had it. And we can just kind of eyeball the fantastic backpack. Now, we'll show you down here. You can actually come here and drop off items to sell. Like, so these acorn seeds, I can't sell to Pierre because he will only buys produce, but you can put produce there if you want, and then he'll just pay you the money later. I think you get it the next day or in the same time that the mayor gives it to you. So that's another option you have to offload your goods if you want to sell stuff. And here's Clint coming in to get a little pick-me-up. All right, so I do have a bit of energy left, and we're going to go back home. Just work on the farm for this day. Abigail is our last person that we need to talk to, and she's easy to find. We know where she lives, and I don't mean that in a creepy way. She just lives right there behind Pierre, his shop, so we can go wait for her tomorrow and introduce ourselves so that we can complete that quest. All right, let's go over here. All right. We're doing well on energy because of eating the foraged items. And it is just a good idea to clear out the farm because once you clear it out of this stuff, you won't need to. Some of it will kind of come back. Ooh, and look, we found a geode. You found a geode. The local blacksmith can break it open for you. Who knows what might be hidden inside? And this is indeed true. So you can get these geodes whenever you're mining, and Clint can break them open for you for a fee if you go to his shop. Now, later you can get your own means of opening them, but he's he's just the fastest. The nice thing is, geodes can give you, as it says here, a variety of drops. So one suggestion is if you hoard all your geodes, you can wait until the fortune teller tells you you're going to have a good day, and then go, when you have good luck on your side, break them open to see, and you'll get better stuff typically that way. Or you can just break them open whenever you want. It's, not a huge deal. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just keep working on my skills, clearing out the farm. I don't have enough energy to finish that job, so I'm just going to do some small tasks. it's getting dark. Now, it is getting dark, right? And so if I actually go into the crafting menu, I can build torches for just wood and sap, and I actually have those ingredients on me. Unfortunately, my inventory is full, so if I build this, it'll fall to the ground. Oh, no, I can't even build it at all. No problem. What we'll do is I'm going to get rid of... mm, oh, I'll get rid of this piece of coal. Coal's pretty easy to get, and I just want to show you how to build this. So if you want to have some light outside, you can walk around with this torch and place it um, wherever the torch is green, just like we did with the chest. And if I put it right here, for example, you can walk through this. It doesn't burn you or anything, but it just provides a little bit of light. So you can go in here and just make some more of these if you want and say, hey, I can make more. Now, in parentheses next to where it says torch, it tells you I can make 5 with the ingredients that I have on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now, once we build a workbench, we can actually craft stuff, and it will pull things from chests that are nearby, and that's super helpful as well, so you don't have to have them in your inventory. All right, and then if you want, you can just kind of put some torches around the outside of your garden so you can just kind of see around your home area a little bit better. You never have to replace these. They never go out. It's just a fun thing to do if you want to decorate. If you want to get rid of them, okay, you can use the mining pick and just bap them, and then they'll come right back out, and you get them back, and then you can just put them back in like that. Awesome. Okay, let's go to sleep before midnight. Perfect. All right. So all we need to do now is talk to Abigail, continue working on our farm. It is raining on day 5, so we can skip that. Work on exploring, leveling up our skills, and learning more about the game. Everyone, I hope you're finding this series to be useful and fun. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.